late models on the line here this evening.
Don't win it on the first lap. Keep it clean, keep it green.
Getting ready to roll the next star. Nick Nolden on point alongside Miles Marshall. Jesse Bernhagen in the second row alongside Nick Beaver. And a star-studded field ready to go. 75 circuits. Dan's up in the tower. Green's out. Here we go. Nick Nolden to the lead. Here comes Jesse Bernhagen chugging down low in the 28 as he tries to take second away from Marshall. He'll do it here on lap number 1. Marshall filing back in a third. Scott Luck now working the inside of Nick Beaver. Litchfield trying to make some moves, so is Zach Riddle. They're just outside of the top 5 as we remain side by side for 4th. It's Beaver on the outside to take the spot. Beaver continuing to matriculate up top. Trying to get a push there from Zach Riddle. Litchfield watching. He's trying to decide if he should jump to the top side. He's got a little space to do it if he wants, but he won't go there just yet. Beaver ahead by a full car length that time. Back up front, we're going to have a battle for the lead as Jesse Bernhagen puts the pressure on Nick Nolden. Nolden trying to fend off Bernhagen, who takes a peek down to the bottom. Won't be able to do it. Nolden able to hold him off, at least for now. Nolden again swinging down to the inside. Bernhagen right there. Can he get a run off of the turn? He has been a rocket ship all season long here at Dell's Raceway Park. Just sizing up Nick Nolden. 5 gone. Bernhagen right to the back bumper cover again. Almost give a little tap to Nolden. Meanwhile, we're watching 4th on back, and Zach Riddle's better ready to make a move. He goes down to the inside of Nick Beaver. Riddle and Beaver side by side on the turn. Riddle looking to swap 4th. Picked up the big win here last week. He would love to do it 2 weeks in a row with a little extra coin on the line. It's Riddle down low. It's Litchfield right in his tire tracks. But again, up front, Bernhagen all over Nick Nolden's back bumper as they roll into 1 and 2. Miles Marshall closing back in as well in the 2-3-2. Nolden right up to that outside retaining wall down the front stretch. He is working every inch of Dell's Raceway Park to try to make sure he can hold Jesse Bernhagen at bay. Bernhagen again looks to the inside. Nolden again with a nice run off of the turn. Marshall just watching both. Riddle clear into 4th. There goes Bernhagen. Trouble for Nolden over the turn. Nolden with a slide on a 2. Bernhagen slips past. Marshall now looking to the inside. And they make contact for 2nd. More trouble for Nick Nolden as he slows over the turn. Marshall into 2nd. What is happening on the 67? Unfortunate for the 6-time champion. Now falling into the clutches of Zach Riddle, who wants to take 3rd away. Looks like Nolden's rev back up. I don't know what happened those last 2 laps. But Nolden losing ground, and he will settle back in a 3rd. Jesse Bernhagen's your new leader with 63 to go. Well, Nolden seems to have remedied whatever was wrong under the hood of that 67, as now he's able to fend off Zach Riddle, at least for the last couple of laps. But now Riddle taking a peek down low. Nolden turns him away. He'll say no again, going into 1 and 2, able to keep the door shut on Zach Riddle. Litchfield riding right in the tire tracks of the 14 as well. Now to the inside, Riddle trying to make a move. Riddle down low in the 14. Nolden hanging on up top. Here comes Riddle right front to the left rear of Nolden as they dash into 3 and 4. Got his right front to the door, and they're going to make a little contact in 4. Both able to hang on to it. Here's Riddle again, digging down low. Nolden trying to escape. Litchfield's got the best seat in the house for this battle for 3rd as Zach Riddle tries to put Nick Nolden behind him. Side by side, they remain for that 3rd spot. Jesse Bernhagen just logging laps up front in the 28. Seeing some of our quicker cars start to move a little bit here. Riddle among them, as well as the 44th Mike Litchfield. Beaver and Lux settling behind them. Then it's Brazen Bennett, Dale Nottestad, and Adam Bensick in the 21. Nolden still able to hold off the 14 of Zach Riddle, and that allows Litchfield to look to the outside momentarily. As they race furiously for third, they're closing in on Miles Marshall. Not sure what happened at Nolden there a few laps ago, but that 67 is woken back up. And Nolden is working hard on the outside to try to hold off Riddle as they continue to close in on Marshall, who's way up the track that time in turn number 4. Marshall starting to lose plenty of ground in that battle for third as they remain side by side. They close in on second place, Miles Marshall. Now, who gets the edge past the 2.2 will be the question. Will Marshall get down low? Will he stay up high? Here goes Riddle. A nice run out of the turn for him as he charges ahead past Nolden. Litchfield just riding right in his tire tracks, waiting for this to sort out. Riddle this time able to get past Nick Nolden, and he'll set his sights on Miles Marshall in a hurry. Meanwhile, it's Litchfield now on the inside of Nolden. Riddle again looking down at the bottom. This time it's on Miles Marshall. This will be for second, about a straightaway behind your leader, Jesse Bernhagen. Riddle trying to make quick work of the 2.32. There he goes in a second. Door left open. Litchfield will try to jump right in. And he might bring Nick Beaver too. Litchfield the third, Beaver trying to take fourth. So now Zach Riddle is cleared. Miles Marshall for second. Litchfield going to try to hang right with them. 25 gone, make it 26 in the line for Jesse Bernhagen as we're just past a third of the way through this assembly product shootout. Litchfield getting ready to attack apparently on Zach Riddle as he is closed in within a half a car length. Now well within striking distance is the Quattro. Filling up the rear view mirror with blue on Zach Riddle. Takes a look to the high side, tucks it back in line, just rocking back and forth, trying to put Riddle to sleep before he pounces. Here comes Litchfield, this time to the inside on Riddle. To the inside again, but nowhere to go as Zach Riddle is able to hold on to that second spot. Meanwhile, Bernhagen getting into lap traffic, and it's rather thick in front of him. Here comes Litchfield again to the inside to make contact, and he hangs on. Oh, Litchfield with a bit of a tail slapper there as he leaned into Riddle. Good save by the Quattro. 30 gone this time, 45 left. Gloves are coming off for second as Riddle is desperately trying to hold off Mike Litchfield. Litchfield just hoping he can find a way past Zach Riddle because it's a long way to go to catch up to Jesse Bernhagen up front. Litchfield looks to be the quicker of the two cars in that battle for second right now, just trying to find a way past, and there he goes. To the inside now. Litchfield trying to dispose of Riddle. Going to give him the shoulder on the way past as he moves to second.
Turn forward.
But the yellow is out. Yellow is out. Major melee in turn 4. It's Marshall around. Benzik is spun. And I believe that's Borntrigger down in the grass as the caution comes out with 43 to go. $1,000 bonuses as well for the local drivers, and there are plenty of them up front right now. Jesse Bernhagen and Zach Riddle getting ready to lead the field back with 43 to go. We're back to green. Can Riddle make the move on the outside? No, he's going to fall right into the clutches of Litchfield again. Side by side. Riddle trying to rev up on the high line. Bernhagen away. Here comes Litchfield a second. Mike Litchfield is second. He'll try to hang right with Jesse Bernhagen as he files into the runner-up spot. Meanwhile, we see the battle going on for the fourth spot as Beaver and Nolden are side by side. Nick Nolden trying to take some spots back away. Oh, trouble for Bernhagen, and there goes Litchfield. Bernhagen with a slide through 1 and 2. Litchfield will take the lead. Bernhagen going to try to duck back to the inside. He won't be able to do it. Litchfield to the top spot with 40 to go. I did not see what happened there, but Jesse Bernhagen had a handful of steering wheel, and Mike Litchfield said thank you very much as he charged past it into the lead. It's Litchfield, Bernhagen, and Riddle. 1, 2, 3. Still side by side for fourth in that battle with Beaver on the inside of Nolden. Nolden's got the advantage on the high side. Now will he take it back down low? Yes, he will. And a little trouble further back in the pack. Looks like that is the 25, I believe. No, maybe that was the 42 of Kamish. Ducking off. Well, now we'll see if anybody's got anything for Mike Litchfield as Jesse Bernhagen settles into second. Riddle running in third. I'm watching some of your quicker qualifiers, including the 51 of Dale Nottestad. He's just outside of the top 5 right now, and he's got his hands full with Michael Bilderback, the multiple-time Big 8 Series champion, taking a look to try to get around Nottestad, who's doing the same on Nick Beaver. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, all in a row this time off of turn number 2. And the next star got a little sideways, but gathered it back up. It's Beaver back behind him. Nolden shuffled up the track a little bit. Beaver trying to close back in. Nottestad still with a mirror full of Bilderback as they roll into the turn. Bilderback bottoming out a little bit as he's trying to find a way around the quick qualifier. Dale Nottestad might get the inside line this time. Bilderback keeping the pressure on hard here for Nottestad as he continues to watch that 51 all over the racetrack. Nottestad holding a line. This time drifts up a little bit. He knew Bilderback was going there. Bilderback hounding our fast qualifier. Might have a run this time down the backstretch as you see he's well within striking distance. Now trying to swing it down to the inside. Bilderback's got the bottom line this time off of turn number 4. Charging into the turn. Looks like Nottestad going to let him go. Michael Bilderback picks up another spot. Meanwhile, Nick Beaver going back to work on Nick Nolden, a battle of the Knicks. With 30 to go. Mike Litchfield continues to show the way over Jesse Bernhagen. About 6 car lengths separating those two, and about a full, maybe 3/4 straightaway back to Zach Riddle. Then it's Nick Nolden holding off Nick Beaver, 4th and 5th. 6th spot now belongs to Michael Bilderback. 7th to Dale Nottestad on the 51. Litchfield looking good out front, logging laps. Bernhagen not really letting him get away, but not making up ground either. And you have to wonder what happens to these race cars as this race goes along. The track is going to get a little bit slicker as the rubber goes down. The heat stays in it. The tires will wear out. Who is saving something? These drivers not accustomed to going 75. Usually it's 40 or 50 around Dells Raceway Park on a typical Saturday night. And here tonight, an extra 25. As we will hit lap 50 this time on. Mike Litchfield continues to show the way. Beaver going back to work on Nick Nolden, and this time he's got company. Michael Bilderback picking up spots left and right in that 2 car. Where is he going to go? Beaver back down to the inside out of turn number 4 this time. Nolden again with a big head of steam down the front stretch trying to shut the door, but Beaver is there. Bilderback trying to decide if he can get into that line as well as we see Nick Beaver now charging ahead on the inside. He'll take 4th back. Bilderback sees the door is open as they cut into 1 and 2, and again down to the inside for Michael Bilderback. That 2 car picking up some steam here the later the race goes. Here goes Bilderback to the inside, and for the first time in this race, Michael Bilderback is down to the top 5. A long way to go to catch up to the rest of the field, though. Look at how quickly Beaver has separated himself from Bilderback, and now we see them going side by side here. The 25 of Alan Borntrigger on the inside of the fast qualifier, Dale Nottestad. That's for 7th. Yellow is out, though. Yellow comes out. We've got one stopped all the way up by the wall. That is Ryan Kamish in the 42. You can see the restart zone there on a turn number 4, the 2 white lines mark it. Litchfield is the one that has to set the pace here. Bernhagen trying to hang with him as they get ready to roll. We're back to green. Nice even start. Litchfield holds on. Trouble for Riddle. Something breaks on the 14 and look out. Scott Luck comes in and tears the door off the 25. He might not have known what was going on there. Something broke on Zach Riddle's car and mayhem ensued. Right into the mix. We're seeing the replay here on Pit Road TV. Down on the inside, Riddle bottomed out a little bit, and it looked like, I don't know, maybe the sway bar might have broke. Man, as he came in, then Nottestad up into the door of Nolden, and then Scott Luck up on two wheels does a bicycle on the door of the 25 of Alan Borntrager. Well, that one could have been worse, too. You got guys like Bennett and Berthune who were able to get on the binders in time. Yeah, something just goes awry on the 14. Beaver gets by. Nolden has to slow down. Nottestad ends up into him. Borntrager trying to slow, and then Scott Luck still well on the accelerator there. Not sure if he knew what was going on. Yeah, something just breaks on that 14 in a shower of sparks. Well, I'll tell you, Michael Bilderback and Nick Beaver got pretty lucky there to get back around, and then man, Nottestad all over Nolden, and then quite a ride there for Scott Luck as well up on two wheels. Red flag coming out here, 21 to go. Getting ready to roll them now as the lights out on the Incredible Cars pace vehicle. Litchfield and Bernhagen once again setting the pace off of 4, back to green. Litchfield trying to escape, and he will. Now Bernhagen will have to deal with Nick Beaver trying to get down to the inside. Working the high line. That's Michael Bilderback. He loses a little bit of ground to Beaver, and now we'll have to deal with a 51. Top 5 now all in a line. Nottestad putting the pressure on the 2 of Michael Bilderback. That car's been good, maybe on the longer run. Might need some green flag laps to get going. Look out as Brady Mill goes around. Yellow flag again. 20 laps to go. Incredible Cars pace vehicle ducks back in. We'll try it again. Back to green. Bernhagen jumps right back down low as he files it into second, and that leaves the outside line wide open for Michael Bilderback. Around the outside of Beaver, ready to put the pressure on Bernhagen. Bernhagen able to hold on to the second spot. Michael Bilderback still working the top line in the 2. Side by side, they go down the back stretch. Litchfield starting to stretch out the advantage over Bernhagen again, and he's got about the same back to the battle for third, which is heated. Into turn number 1 it goes. Bilderback rolling the top side. Beaver trying to fight him off. Right behind, Nottestad hanging on the 5th, and he might have to deal with Brazen Bennett soon. Across the line this time is 17 remain for Mike Litchfield. Beaver, the Minnesotan, able to hold off the driver from Illinois in Michael Bilderback, who now gets some pressure there from Nottestad. They make a little contact. Side by side they go. A couple of drivers who have taken the gloves off from time to time in Big 8 action and at Rockford Speedway. Bilderback with a bit of a slider that time into the turn. Nottestad taking off on the inside. Bennett watching back there in the 9. Nottestad a little bit aerodynamically challenged in that 51. It doesn't seem to be slowing him down too much, but Bilderback is able to escape. There you see it. Looks like maybe Bilderback getting a little bit stronger again. The longer this run goes, the 2 able to escape, gets away from Nottestad and back to 4. A little bit further back, Morgan Schissel and Todd Stenson doing a little bit of jousting. That is just outside of the top 10. Actually, that would be right for the 10th spot, making 9th rather. Morgan Schissel in the 71, hanging out of the spot. Stenson trying to take it away. A dozen left for Mike Litchfield. Best battle might happen for 5th here as we see Brazen Bennett closing in on Dale Nottestad's 51. Taking a peek down to the inside. Nottestad will leave the bottom line open for Bennett. Leans on him a little bit right into that into the left rear. Off of the right front of Bennett. Side by side they go. Nottestad concedes the inside line. Bennett trying to cruise up into the top 5. Something just came off of Nottestad's car. Up into the upper groove. Looked like maybe it was a piece of sheet metal. 10 to go here. We'll see if we keep it green. Bennett got past. Donestad falling back to 6th. It's 9 laps remaining for Mike Litchfield. Looks like that piece of debris is well out of the racing room, so we will continue on. Michael Builder back in the 2, doing a little bit of bottoming out there as he may soon have to deal with Brazen Bennett. What a run it's been for Bennett. Remember, he went to the back a little bit earlier on after being involved in an incident. He's cruised his way back up into 5th and maybe setting his sights on 4th here in the 9. Not a lot of experience here at Dells Raceway Park, but he has been quick. Bennett maybe the fastest on the track right now as he swings down to the inside of Michael Bilderback, putting the battle on for 4th.
5 to go at the line.
Bennett down low, Bilderback up high. Gloves coming off here for 4th. As Bilderback tries to hold off Brazen Bennett. Litchfield across the line to lap 70, 5 to go. Bennett again down low, trying to work his way past Bilderback. It's a great run this time down the backstretch. Bennett able to wedge ahead, going into 3 and 4. He'll secure the spot. Brazen Bennett up to 4th. Coming across the line to lap 72. Mike Litchfield has been out front in a lot of big races here at Dells Raceway Park. He won a Tundra race here in the past. He almost won his first Tundra race here a couple of seasons ago, only to see it fall by the wayside. Tonight would be a huge one for the driver out of Partyville. He's 2 away from a large payday from Assembly Products. It's been quite a season so far. The super late model, he's come to dabble in the late model. It's his dad's old car. That's why he has the 75 ghosted inside the 44, 1 lap away from a huge payday. Cruising around DRP like he's done so many times, but he'll be to the checkered flag. Ed Seligowski gonna toss it, 5K coming to the Quattro. Mike Litchfield with the win. They will be calling it Partyville tonight. There's no question about that. That town is about to live up to its name, and if it's not going to be the entire town of Partyville, it'll be the Litchfield clan. Plenty to celebrate here tonight. We'll bring Ed Seligowski, the folks from Assembly Products, and the Seligowski family down into Weaver Auto Parts Victory Lane. Mike has won some big events